to the world. Subscribe now to the Hot 97 YouTube channel. It's Ebro in the Morning with
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Ebro, Laura Rosenberg, and Lizzo on the program, back on the program.
Listen, I haven't been in a booth and around people doing radio in a long time.
How's it
Everything's
feel?
been Zoom. It feels good. I feel like this is a big part of communicating and connecting with people is like being physical, you know, seeing the body language.
Isn't that true? It's weird. Like I love that you can do stuff from other places, right? Like we got to talk to you during the pandemic. That's amazing. But it is different to feel the person's energy.
Yeah, I feel like I know y'all now.
Right.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
different.
You're not just on my screen. You feel me? I can see your body language. I know how you feel right now.
You can see what I'm.
I can tell.
You can see what I'm putting down.
I see what you're putting
She's
down.
picking up what you're putting down.
I've picked it up and I've brought it down.
Well, speaking of body language, your body is, and the language is always an international incident.
Nice.
It is. It is.
Nice.
But I want to ask you, like, are you more shocked that because you twerk or wear some assless chaps, it gets such a big deal? And so you just play into it? Or are you just still like, you know what? I want to shock the world. Like, because I'm still shocked that everybody
You're
gets
shocked that people are shocked.
I'm shocked that people are shocked.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all about kind of normalizing because it was body positivity and now I'm like body normative. Like,
Right.
It's just get used to it. Like, I am shocked that people are still shocked. Those ashless chaps are actually a design that I have in my Yitty line that's coming out soon.
Ooh. So it's
And
a cross promo.
Yeah, I was like, let me wear some Yitty and get on my PJ. And people were mad. They were like, oh, so Lizzo can wear this on a plane, but this other person who was flying like Frontier or something.
Commercial.
Yeah, you flying commercial? Yeah, I'm not gonna wear assless chaps to the airport on a commercial plane. Like, this my plane, bitch. Like, my booty cheeks can be out. And people were like, I hope you laid a blanket down. Like, you think I'm gonna put my butt cheeks on just a nasty ass plane seat, baby? I put a blanket down, a clean
But
blanket.
it's also a private plane.
It's
So I
also
might have put my
private,
butt
so
cheeks
it's a
down.
lot safer for your butt cheeks. Let's be honest.
Exactly. If you know, you know. People who can relate can relate.
On the body positivity and just representation, your show on Amazon, Watch Out for the Big Girls. Congratulations on that.
Thank you. It's
So
still
what's this about?
the #1 most watched reality
Wow.
show on the platform,
Nice.
which
Congrats.
is a big deal for me.
Wait, so tell people who haven't seen, like myself, what's it all about?
So basically, I have been looking for big girl dancers since 2014 to dance with me on stage, to be an extension of myself. And it has been incredibly difficult because agencies don't represent bigger body dancers. So I'll have, auditions all the time for award shows or festivals. And first big one was Coachella. And I remember it was a bunch of agency girls, and they're beautiful, great dancers, just they didn't look like me.
Right.
And I remember being really frustrated at like the state of the industry, the dance industry, for not believing in the raw talent I knew existed. So I did an open call for Coachella, and I found girls, but they had so little experience because no one believed in them that we had to put them through a crash course in dancing. And so I was like, I need to do this, for real, because I need girls for tour. So thank God Amazon believed in me, or Prime Video believed in me, because I needed the platform. I had the plan. I just needed the platform.
Right. Now, you've had women. The first time I saw you perform, I tell the story all the time, was in Vail, Colorado at a Burton U.S. Open event. And you had, big body gal dancers doing splits.
Yep.
Handstands. Y'all were very acrobatic on stage.
I was very fortunate to find two girls, back in 2014, and to maintain those same two dancers. But as you become bigger, I have bigger stages, and I'm starting to headline
dancers.
festivals.
Right.
I need like 12 to 15, 16, sometimes 20 girls.
Wow.
So this show was incredible because I flew out, 13 of some of the best, raw talent in the country, and I moved them into a house in LA, and I put them through a crash course in being a big girl, and it's incredible. These girls really share their full stories with the world, and they were so down and vulnerable and open, and they're talented. They can dance. Like, you gonna see the splits being bust, backflips, twerking, technique, modern lyrical dancing. It has it all, really. And you cry every episode. People are severely dehydrated because of this show. I cry, and I had to watch so many edits of this show, and I cry every time.
What about it so tear-jerking?
I think it's their stories. You don't see stories like that often on television. It's a common story, too. It just, no one really gave women like us the platform to share that story. So I think that's why it's so refreshing, and it hits close to the heart, because they're like, I feel this way, too. How come I've never identified with somebody?
Right,
you know, how come, you know, it's cathartic for a lot of people.
You did a big reveal with your tattoo.
I did.
And the Yiddy tattoo. Tell us what it means, and then tell us more what inspired you to create the shapewear.
Yiddy is my childhood nickname, and my auntie Carmen, who we love, rest in peace, gave me that nickname because my brother couldn't say Melissa, he would say Mayuda. So she thought he was saying Yiddy. So my whole Detroit family, they'd be like, "What's up, Yiddy?" You know. Turns out Yiddy also means titties, but
Really? Okay. All right.
Oh gosh, y'all know.
No, I didn't know that.
Really?
I didn't know
didn't know
Yiddy
that.
was titty.
I don't say
titties.
yiddy in place of titty.
You say titty.
I like titty.
You don't say I'm gonna put the Yiddy in my mouth.
Nope,
Well,
I like
now
titty.
you can because of my shapewear line, Yiddy. You can put the Yiddy in your mouth.
There you go.
This came to me years ago. I remember, as a big girl, I wore shapewear, girdles, and all of that uncomfortable shit, and it was very painful experience. And it's it was kind of accepted. It's acceptable pain, and torture. We'll be like, oh, girl, you about to put your so-and-so's on. Oh, girl, I'm not going to breathe for the next 3 hours. Why did we just normalize that and make that okay? So I stopped wearing shapewear. I said, fuck it. I stopped wearing bras and panties. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all could tell because my shit just let it hang in the wind. And I felt very liberated. But as I became a fashion girl, I started to create these beautiful shapes with corsettery and all of this stuff. And people would always be like, Lizzo, where you did this from? Or where you get that from? I want to dress like that. And I said, you know what? Somebody got to come in here and revolutionize the shapewear game where you're giving the power back to people to decide what is snatched and what isn't snatched. And comfortable shapewear, and also shapewear that you're not ashamed of, that you don't have to wear underneath your clothes.
When you say
shapewear.
snatch, what's snatch? What's that mean?
Exactly. Snatch means something different than me than to do to somebody else. I think everybody thinks that snatched is whatever the trendy body type is at that time. And snatched evolves. So in the 90s with heroin chic, that was snatched. And now, we in the BBL era, that's snatched. But it's that doesn't necessarily always have to be true.
So snatch is the body looking a certain way.
Yes.
Right.
And it normally has something to do with your waist.
Got it.
Being proportionately smaller.
It's like you said with the girdle, it's snatched
Right,
in,
right,
it's
right,
pulled
right.
in.
Yeah, women have been trying to be snatched for hundreds of years.
Got it.
Snatchist in the 1800s with the
Snatch.
corsets.
Thy snatcheth.
Thy is snatchest.
Exact. Mine
If you are not
waist.
snatchest.
Right.
Yeah.
Wherefore art thou, my snatch?
Snatch.
Oh,
Wait,
God.
no.
Yo, that's not how you wanted that to go.
No.
That's not what you wanted.
Oh,
That is not
so
what you wanted.
sorry.
That's
That's
not
not
what you wanted.
that came out wrong.
No.
So anyways, Yiddy's great. Go buy it.
That's not what you want. How was SNL?
Oh my goodness. I had so much fun. I'm a cast member now. So
Is that true?
I'm quitting music.
Wow.
Yeah.
Major announcement. Can we get a drum roll? Lizzo quits. The album you could get July 15th. She's already got it ready for y'all.
Special.
But we're not doing that anymore.
Yeah, I
We're off that.
retire. I retire after that. See you next Saturday, Lauren.
It was just that fun.
It was that fun. I really, I was nervous because to host and perform is a tall order, and it's terrifying. But I took SNL's word for it. I said, y'all wanted me to do this. That means you believed in me. Your vote of confidence. It meant a lot. So I was freaking out, and then as soon as I got to New York and I did the first pre-tape on Monday, which was the horny zookeeper sketch that we did as a pre-tape, I was like, oh, this is about to be fun. I really just sat and connected with the cast members and the writers and the producers and laughed. And when it was time to go on Saturday, I was in my room zen. I was just sitting there like very relaxed. Yeah. Because, by the way, I'm a performer, so I go from 0 to 100 when I go on stage. So if I'm already at 100 during rehearsals, I'm gonna fly to a zillion. So I'm like, let me stay down. Right. Let me stay chill. Cause once the crowd come out and the beast come out of me, like I'm gonna be perfect. And I killed it.
If you're being honest, you did.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I love the flute sketch. That was my favorite.
Yes, that one was so funny. I got the second standing ovation ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I got them both times because we do it 2 times. We do a first run through with a crowd, and then we do the live one with a different crowd. Both times standing ovations. And the only other time was for when Steve Martin and Martin Short hosted.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I know. I was actually
But
shocked.
I think, whether it's, performing as a singer, rapper, performer, dancing, or this SNL. And I think we've talked about this before too. Like, you are a stage live performer. Like, I don't think people really know. You were on tour, like you said, from 2014. Good as Hell, which was the Coconut Oil EP, if I remember right.
Yeah.
That came out in 2016. 2019, all those other hits is from. So she's been on tour doing live shows.
Yeah.
Since what, 2013, 2014?
Yeah, early days, yeah.
Independently. Rooms with like 20 people or 200 people.
Playing like
or
biker bars in the middle of America.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying all that to say for this moment, like you are a real live performer.
When you said that in the monologue too, like you were like, hey, from sleeping in my car to hosting Saturday Night Live. And I saw you scream when you said it. You were like, I'm really hosting Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, I was present, man. Yeah, because I lived in my car because I was pursuing music. Music was more important than anything. Food, having shelter, my safety apparently. I was dedicated and obsessed with, being who I am today. And I worked very, very hard for it. So I'm going to celebrate it.
I want to play a couple of them older records. The new album, Special, July 15th. You can pre-order it, pre-add it right now on Apple Music. It's up. It's one of the top-selling or top-added, pre-add. You can add an album now, however it goes. I want to get in a couple of those classic records because those are forever smashes now.
Yes, they are.
You said it.
I'm a
and she
grower,
agrees.
people, I make music that's timeless. So it's like no matter when you get into it, you're going to get into it.
Are you headed towards like Broadway movies? Like, because watching you on SNL was so easy. It looked very easy.
It did feel like the next
It looked
step.
very easy.
Easy for me, but it was easy for you to watch.
Both, all of it. It just like
I
it
love
was
that.
like
The
nothing.
sketch, the game show sketch,
Yeah.
where you were basically just hard to describe what your character was, but just a know-it-all who's like refusing to play the game with anyone. It was just good comedic acting.
Thank
like
you.
your chops were there.
Wow, I appreciate that. I was so nervous about that sketch.
Well, you had a lot. It was all on you, basically.
Yeah.
You were sort of the
I was
sketch.
carrying it, and it was the first sketch of the night. I was like, and I'm with Keenan Thompson.
In his most comfortable role, he plays a game show host, I feel like, every other week
in
on
his
SNL.
sleep. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I've done some acting things, obviously Hustlers and Ugly Dolls. I did a voiceover in that animated film. I
if it's available.
If it's available, I'm so wild. I would want to write my own musical because that's how, like, I've been wanting to do, hip operas since I was in high school because, I've been playing classical music since I was 12. So there's like songs that we be playing like, Rossini and stuff. And I'd be like, wait a minute, you can put a little trap beat on this. So who knows where
I don't think
the
that's
limit
unrealistic.
goes.
You writing your own musical is not unrealistic to me.
I'm insane. I have to do everything myself.
But that's dope, though.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
But there's a lot of pressure to it, too.
It's just a lot of hard work. You know, I think it's the hard work for me. If I work hard and it's me 100%, it's gonna be great. So the pressure's off. You know what I mean? Quality over quantity and speed. So I'm gonna take my time with it.
Has being as successful as you've become, you know, in the last 3 years, 4 years, has that provided another layer of pressure for you? Because what you just said is what you were able to do as an indie, right?
Yeah.
Is take your time. But now it's like, do you feel the pressure? Like, I need to put something out, or I have a business commitment that I have to, these pressures become different. How is that for you? And is that the world you're in now?
The pressure, well, even with this new album with Special, I took 3 years to write it. So I still took my time. Okay. I wasn't like, I'm going to be irrelevant. Like, I don't really care about being relevant because I have good music. So, and I have a fan base built in that has been loyal to me for a decade now. Yeah. So I'm not tripping on that part. I think the only pressures kind of come from social media at this point because everything has crossed over into being so social media dominant, where a hit is determined by your social media presence and if the song is viral or a trend. And my music, the funny thing is my music was viral on TikTok before I was on TikTok, like Boys and Truth Hurts, and they were viral. And then I joined, and I'm obsessed with it. But now it's like my music don't really. It's more me that goes viral on TikTok, not my music.
Right.
But it's all good. I think the only kind of pressures come from that, which I've been kind of trying to deal with. How do I find my place and not hearing the voices like, get your song viral on TikTok, you're a flop, you're a flop. Getting those voices to shut up and just remember, like, I'm just doing what I love and just being myself and just staying natural and true to myself. I think that's how I'm going to win.
And it's 1,000%.
That's what winning is.
And that's how you sustain over a long period of time, to be honest with you, because you have a live touring business, right? A lot of artists who are going viral or even having radio success with a song, they don't have a touring business.
Right.
You have a touring business. People show up to watch your show, like the entire. I brought my daughter. She's 7. We came to see you at Global Citizen.
Oh, yeah.
Out in Central Park, which was a phenomenal show. What's the, I never watched the cartoon, I was too old for it, but it goes viral all the time. Into the Thick of It.
Yeah.
Backyardigans. That's how she closes her show and turns around with her ass to the into the thick of it.
That's big
and
TikTok.
all the dances.
I'm just a thick little bitch. I'm just a thick little bitch in terms of that.
That's big TikTok vibes right there.
I know.
Big TikTok. But once again, a lot of people were there to see you at a massive, event.
Yeah.
You don't get, obviously having that cushion as a live touring business, does that provide you some of the calm that you need, knowing that you have that built-in fan base?
Yeah, it does. I remember, when I grossed $1 million on touring as an indie artist, I was like, whoa. This is before Truth Hurts was a hit and it went #1. I was like, I could do this forever. Right. Like, that's when I had given up on, like, the mainstream success. I was like, I'm marginally successful. I could tour for the rest of my life now, and I have a built-in fan base that I'm super proud of and who's proud of me. So, yeah, I think that is the energy. And then after that, Truth Hurts went #1, and now I'm like, oh, God, trying to keep up with all of that. But I had already made peace with, being successful and basically indie and just being a touring artist. Because that's my bread and butter anyway.
Right.
Now that we're like friends now, like I've traveled with you, we've been to Mexico together.
I really feel like I'm friends with you.
No, we're rocking.
Yeah.
Well, now we're jealous. We want to be friends,
Come on.
Well,
Can we have a nail date, maybe?
I've met you guys physically now, so
okay,
we're
so it's
good.
a step. First step.
Yeah, first step.
But here's my proposal. Because you're such the consummate performer, I want you to know that anytime you're like, yo, I want to go to the radio and I want to play around on the radio and I want to play my records and I just want to bug out and take calls, this is the show for you. Come take over whenever you want.
Whenever you want.
Absolutely.
Lizzo Radio, live in New York City. Whenever you want.
You can even say bitch.
No way.
Sure you can.
You can say kiss my ass.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Kiss my ass, bitch. Oh my God. I feel so alive. When the album comes out, I would love.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Play
come
the whole
back.
thing. Come up, play the whole thing.
Come back.
I would love to do that.
July. July 15th?
July 15th.
Let's
Special.
go. Lizzo will be back. We love you. What should we close with right now?
We should close
Let's
with
play a
About Damn
record.
Time.
Let's go.
Stream About Damn Time.
About
Boom.
Damn Time.
The song of the summer.
Off special. Album available for pre-ad right now in Apple Music. Go get it. Love you, Lizzo.
Thanks, Lizzo.
Period. Thanks for
Thanks,
having me, you
Lizzo.
guys.
Yes, of course.